This is my Pandem V3 wide body kit, which is about $5,000 brand new. So instead of buying new pieces, we're going to be repairing this wide body kit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of us working on the FRS. Today, we're gonna make some progress on this thing. As you guys saw, a lot of these pieces are gonna need some serious body work. And we talked about in the last episode about me possibly taking this stuff to a body shop and just getting it done professionally. After talking with some of my buddies that do body work a lot more than me, some of them for even a living, they all told me I should just do this myself, that it's not as bad as I think it is. I've never worked with fiberglass besides one time, and it was kind of rough, but they have faith in me. I think I can do it. It's just gonna be a little bit more time consuming, but at least then I can say I know how to do it and I did it myself. This bumper is a lot worse than I originally thought. There's cracking down here, cracking over there. There's some cracking up in here. And it just needs a little bit of love. Hi, buddy. What do you think of the FRS? It's so ugly, isn't it? It's gonna get better. And if you guys watch Chris Borges on YouTube, this bumper may look kind of familiar to you guys. This is the same bumper that he ran when he had the V3 Pandem kit before he switched to the Street Hunter. The dude I bought this car from bought it off him. It's just one of those cool things to know because he is probably one of my favorite YouTubers. He's up there for sure. These pieces don't need a crazy amount of work. Really, all it is like the edging, a little bit of finishing work, and the front pieces will be perfect. And this rear quarter piece is probably the worst out of all the flares. And they loved to use that vinyl wrap adhesive promoter stuff that's like sticky glue, because a lot of times vinyl wrap doesn't stick to a certain kind of primer. And so they just lather this on there to make it stick. But I'm pretty sure this used to be in two pieces, which is why it's like fixed in the middle. So I mean, it's gonna need a little bit of love, and I'll show you guys exactly what really bothers me with this piece. So you can see how good this gap is, but once you start to come down, I know it's not a big deal, but you kind of start to see how it kind of opens up, just kind of where the repair was. And it's kind of the same thing over here where my personal taste, I don't want this to be seen where it doesn't sit flush. It drives me nuts. And then a little bit under there, you can kind of see like where there's a big gap. No one's probably ever gonna see that, but you will now that I point it out. But I wanna fix it just because I have OCD and I really want this build to look good. And so my buddy that is way better at fiberglass than me basically told me just kind of pack it down in there, just for how little the lip is, and it'll kind of grab onto the backside. Just pack it in there in these areas the best I can. And from there, once this kind of gets the edge built out, the rest shouldn't be too bad. It's really just sanding and just patching little like scrape marks and stuff like that. This is gonna be the stuff that we're gonna be using on these panels. And then I do have actual fiberglass over here for some of the bigger stuff. Like the front bumper is gonna need this, and a couple other panels that are missing, like the edges like this. How it has a corner broke off, that's gonna need some actual fiberglass. The Bondo's not gonna work for stuff like that are like supportive. I have never used this stuff before, so this is all new to me. I've used Bondo, but I mean this is kind of the same concept, but I'm getting the vibe that's a little more messier. All right, time to give it a go. This stuff is a little more weird to work with than I thought, but we got it all laid down. And I didn't care to tape off the wrap because this whole wrap, obviously, as you guys know, is not staying. So it was nice I didn't have to waste any extra tape, but we got all that fixed. I need to mix up more. I went through that a lot quicker than I thought I was going to. But I started patching the holes that they had from when he had the arrow, because I'm not gonna be running that right now, so when it does come time to it, I will mark my own holes and drill them, because this kit is not exactly drilled straight anyways. So I'm gonna patch those up so that way when I get my own, I can do it correctly. I'm really trying to focus on getting the flares all fitted up and good now before I start to jump to the bumper. This video is gonna be across a bunch of days because I gotta wait on stuff to dry and all that good stuff. It is now the next morning. And we're hoping that this peels off like I think it is going to. I was told with a little persuasion it should pop off. And it is freezing cold out here today. I've not had time to heat this place up yet just because I don't want it in the background like there was in some of the other clips. Hopefully, I do not break this trying to take it off. But I have a feeling that a lot of this is going to stick to the body and not the panel. But if I did everything like he said it should pop off with it. Huh. Kind of scared me at first, but it looks like it worked. Everything did kind of stick to it and did exactly like he said it would. It kind of all flowed into like the back side of it and kind of grabbed on there to kind of build a lip on. I got some body work to do. Got to sand this down to where it's kind of level. I might have to do like a little bit of Bondo. I don't know if I should put Bondo or something just for like a little lip that's still there. And then inside here is not like 100% level. But that actually was not as bad as I thought this was going to be. It's all coming out pretty good. I mean, there's so much little things in here that I wish I could fix, but I just don't think I have the skill to fix some of it. But it's just like little things that you guys will never notice, like the bolt hole size. Like, I don't know if it's fully gonna cover now with the new hardware I got. I don't really know. But just for reference, if you guys remember what this gap was before, there's no more gap along the body. Like, this sits pretty flush. A little bit down here, I don't know why it's not sitting perfectly. I don't even remember sanding any of that, but I mean, it's way better than it was. A little piece did break off right in here, so I'm gonna attempt to redo that one and pack it in again. See if I can't make it a little bit better, but I'm gonna lay down some more fiberglass Bondo on all the panels. I'm trying to record as much as I can throughout this process, but it's just a lot of sanding, and I'm not trying to bore you guys. It being cold really sucks because this is like fast drying Bondo, but it's cold out here to like the touch of this stuff, so I don't want to like sand it too soon. We're making progress though. We have the final layer of Bondo on. Once I sand this piece should be ready for filler primer, and then once that's sanded, the final coat of primer. And then these pieces are almost there, but I kind of been thinking about something with this. So these pieces on the Pandem kit are completely pointless. I don't know why they only have one right there. I get it's to like look like it's like part of the mold of the wide body. But no one ever puts a bolt here, and it is just pointless to me to be there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill these and just make it one smooth transition. I don't see too many people do it. I have seen people do it. I've also seen people put the bolt through there, which, like I said, does absolutely nothing because it's not like it's a separate piece. Where I feel like it'll look a little cleaner once it's all one and you don't have like a random like rivet spot for like a wide body hardware. I think it'll just look better. As you guys can see, I've been sanding a lot. I started to primer one piece. This is filler primer. And I just wanted to test it out and see if I needed to sand any higher before I start spraying some paint on all these panels. But probably that passenger rear was probably the worst panel on this whole kit. And we have it all prepped out, and I'm ready to start spraying some filler primer, which the filler primer will basically show where any more flaws are and where we might need to do a little more body work. And then from there, we're gonna sand. I don't know if we wet sand, I gotta ask. Wet sand or just sand 400. And kind of go from there and make sure it's fully done the way we want it. And then I actually have another primer I'm going to spray over the filler primer just because I want these panels to still be black. What's up guys? It has been a minute since the last clip that you guys were just watching, but there's some things I need to go over the car. This is probably close to a year later since that clip was recorded. As soon as it hit summertime, I kind of put this car on the back burner. So the last thing you guys were watching was me primering these pieces and basically kind of finishing up a lot of them. I was pretty close to being done with the bodywork, but I wasn't 100% confident in really liking how it was turning out, like down to like the details. And funny enough, the dude that I bought this car off of bought another car that was an FRS that already had a Pandem kit on it, and he was switching kits. So, but I ended up buying the carbon fenders off of his Pandem FRS that he bought. And then I also ended up buying the front fenders that didn't really need much body work. They were in way better condition than how mine were. So I decided to buy those with the front fenders. So that way, these pieces are pretty much done, and this is paint. So the vinyl is going to stick so much better to those. And then, I don't know how much I showed you on this rear piece, but this whole corner was broke off on mine. And I tried to fix it the best I could, but like I said, I wasn't 100% happy with it. And fortunately for me, he also had a rear fender flare piece. So I bought that also because I figured it's painted, it's in way better condition than mine, and so it'd be kind of a no-brainer not to. And then you guys also know I was working on this bumper, the last thing you guys saw, and I was going through filling these, trying to fix a lot of these other like cracks and holes and just damages on this bumper. I even am trying to like remold this corner because this whole corner was kind of broke off. And it was taking a little bit of work. I was getting ready to go drop this off at my buddy Taylor's shop. Two Brothers Auto Group, I believe is what it was called. But he ended up having the front bumper also. I just picked this up recently, but it has some damages. It does have a crack here and a crack here from when the car he bought was in an accident. But other than that, the kit is in really, really good condition. So I figured instead of taking this one to Taylor and having him fix this one up, this one is in way better condition. The corners are nice, all the mountings on the back side, and the cracks are not that bad. It pretty much goes back together. Like, I have this pretty well mocked up, and I mean, like, it is going to be perfect, I think, once he gets this fixed. But it has a lot of like little damages. The dude had the arrow mounted also. So I'm gonna have Taylor basically fix all of this. And I think I'm even going to have him fill in these. I don't know, I just think it's such a cleaner look than having just one bolt on the bumper. So that way it'll be a full sleek look. And I'm hoping, I know I've been saying this, but this winter I'm hoping I can finally finish up this car. I really want to have this car actually drivable, and I'm tired of it just sitting. I feel like it's been wasting space at my place, that it sits here, then it moves and comes back, and I do a little bit of work. But this winter, I'm hoping I can get all this body work done soon. That's why I'm taking this tomorrow out to Taylor. That way he can just button it up, get it all done. The rest of the wide body is pretty much done. I just have to mount up this side that the rocker was fixed, because as you guys know, the whole side was re-welded, fixed from the accident that car was in. And this side's already ready to go. I basically just have to finish the little bit of bodywork on this side of the kit, and it's ready to all be mounted. So once this bumper is back, everything should be able to get mounted perfectly and be ready to go. So buying these pieces off the dude I bought this car from, Ben, saved a tremendous amount of money and time. Because this bumper I'm probably going to keep, or I might sell if someone does need it. But this thing needs a lot of work to really be up to the quality that I want. So once this is done, I'm excited to start working on something else other than bodywork. I am over bodywork. I cannot wait to redo the bags, rebuild the wheels, get this thing wrapped, get the seats I have in the interior, clean up the entire interior. I have not cleaned this car since I bought it. This thing is a mess, and all I've been worried about is getting the body kit perfect so that way I can move on to other things.
fiberglass on the outside. Holes are all filled on the outside. Started doing mud work. Final cracks are done on the inside. I had to go around. All these corners were split all the way through, so I went back through, glassed those in. Corners down here were split, so I fixed all those. Filled that guy. You had 2 big chunks out of each side, so I re-glassed those back in, so that's nice and smooth now.
As you guys just saw, I dropped the bumper off to Taylor, and Taylor is working his magic. And I told him to take his time, no rush. And while he's doing that, I'm back here basically getting the kit all mocked back up. This piece is pretty much done. Just gotta drill the new holes after the ones I filled. Side skirt, good to go. The front of this piece, I got a little bit more to do, but it's really just repetitive sanding. It was just little tiny cracks I was filling. Sorry if I sound sick now in the video. I've come down with a cold. I'm not too sure how long Taylor is going to have the bumper for, but I really just wanted to show you guys that the whole body kit is basically done. The whole thing is really coming together, and I cannot wait to get the bumper back. And once this bumper is back and I can actually put out the headlights and get the bezels all back in, I'm going to be officially fitting the kit backwards. But I can't do any of that until I had a finished piece for the bumper. That way I can make sure the fender's all aligned to it and everything's just gonna flow perfectly with it. Got a lot of good content coming with this car and with Kayla's car. The motor is pretty much ready to go back in. I got like a couple more things to button up on it. That video is going to be coming probably the next one after this one. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys are new, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Leave your guys' comment down below how you guys think this car is turning out and some opinions of what you guys think I should do to this thing. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay stancy.